Hello, hello. Michael Weiner. Welcome to Inside My Head. So, I have a little light from swimming outside. Get that sun. Get that sun, son. See, get my shirt on right there. Now we got my props. Indy's over there with us. We're good to go. Okay, I was thinking about relationships. And relationships, where do I start? Where do I end? I have no idea. I've been through a few. I'm still not out the other side. Well, maybe, because I quit them for a while. But now I'm heading back in. And boy, when you're in there, they're fun. They're kind of addicting. I think you intermingle your cellular structure together, and then this person who just is nobody all of a sudden has significance in your life. What they say, think, do, actions affect you. Strange, isn't it? I mean, like a month ago or so, they're just a stranger and you could care less at all, whatever. Now all of a sudden, it actually makes a difference and you feel things differently. How does that happen? Maybe it's the oxytocin release, and then you crawl inside of each other, and then you're inside. And then that's a different place when you're inside, because you're all vulnerable and inside, and you get moved around here and there and everywhere. Sting had a good saying, if you find the right person, I can't remember the saying, but something to the effect of the right person will be amazing, and then the not so right person will rip you apart, possibly. I've been ripped apart, but mainly because I'm probably the not so right person. They might have been perfectly right, but I'm the not so right. So, and I'm noticing my patterns in this, and I'm trying to just sit with them and be like, okay, in this situation you would normally do this. And then I'm like, yeah, but we're not going to do that, because we're just going to let this play. Just let it run out, play out. I'm not going to sabotage or cut or whatever, even though my head tells me, inside my head, this is what you need to do. But I'm staying open, and then all of a sudden, from that openness, I'm like open to all. I'm seeing, Iyengar said, like, love one woman, you could love the divine. And then all of a sudden, like, it shifts everything around, because you're staying open in this one area, but obviously it has a ripple effect to other areas. And then I'm having a lot of fun, actually. It's really fun, because I get to play in that open space everywhere I'm going. And then all of a sudden I have a whole new life. It's like, I remember a long, long time ago, I can still remember, I was like 13 or 14 in Hawaii, vacationing with my parents. And we had a condo there. And I just had so much fun and just met so many people and did everything. And I remember telling my dad, like, I'm going to do this when we get back home. I'm just going to have all. He's like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm going to go and play and do No, not going to happen. Bet you on it. I guess he was right. As Henry Ford says, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. But he was a little bit of a Nazi lover, so we aren't going to quote him. We'll quote somebody else. Whatever you think, there you go. So wherever I was, I just, you have your stuff that you're brought up in, and then you at some point need to own it or overcome it or let it go. that I've been holding on for a long, long time. And then you're like, maybe I don't need to do that. Yeah, I could do this a different way. I could just play if I want to, because who made those rules that it has to be a certain way? And whoever made those rules, do I have to listen to those rules? And do I want those rules in my life? Do I even want to acknowledge those rules? No one's given me a ticket or throwing me in jail, forcing it down my throat upon me that I must obey, otherwise 50 lashes. And all your money. And your freedom. And then when that doesn't bother you, what are they going to take? Your life. Because we will teach you to take a life. We teach those who take a life by taking their life to teach others not to take a life. Guess what? I got to admit it. I'm a lifer. I'm not going to get out of this alive. I have a life sentence. Bada boom. Could I get up on that one? So, relationship. Yeah, you kind of merge and you're just in together. So my past was always like in kind of fun, knowing that I'm needing to get out, but for a year or so it'd be like, and then like the glue is there and trying to get out, you just pull back. But see, the tantrics, they have all these relationships, but they don't get stuck in them. Maybe we can try that. What do you think? Is it possible to just be in a loving relationships? I'm in a loving relationships. My friend told me. What did he tell me about that guy? Who's that romantic guy? You know, the romantic guy. Anyhow, him. You know the name, so I don't even need to tell you his name. But he'd be with a woman and get caught with another woman. You said you loved me. It's like, I do love you. But you said you love me. Well, I do love you too. See, he had a lot of love to go around. Is love divisible? Mother Teresa, and I love this quote because I went to this pizza place. Actually, I was walking around thinking I'm going to open up a new door. And all of a sudden, I see this line, and I thought to my youth, there's a line in Russia, you must get in it. Even though I was only in Russia for a week. But, you know, Cold War kid, baby. So I'm like, the guy said, if you stand in this line, then you can get a free pizza because it's our opening promotion. So I'm like, I could do that. And then I met this guy who was in college there, and we had the funnest night just reading all their quotes on the wall as that was the decor of the restaurant. And the one that I particularly enjoyed, I knew most of them because I'm a quotist. I follow the quotas. Was the Mother Teresa, life is love, love is life. I guess it works both ways. Love is life, life is love. Love is life. But she had it, life is love. And any encounter you have, make sure that when you leave, the person is left happier. And I hadn't heard that one before, and I found that particularly nice. And then I spent that evening with that guy, and then as he was leaving, he said, well, you did the quote. And I was like, oh, I did the quote. Yes. It wasn't my intention, but I was so much happier, and I told him he did it too, because it was just like strangers coming together and then going their way, but we shared that moment, and it was a lot of fun. And why did I want to talk about that? I don't know, but it was a lot of fun. And it's just that easy to shift your world, to be like, I'm going to do something different right now. I'm going to go, instead of this normal routine, I'm going to go in this new door here. I'm going to see what's in here. or I'm going to go walk around here, and then just be open to what happens and what comes my way and go with it. And you just go with it, and all of a sudden you're just having a great time, and you're like, wow, this is so much fun. So, alright, I'm going to think of one other thing, because we must. I have lemons here. I have a lemon tree that I need to share these lemons, because life is giving me lemons. No, I'm not going to do this one. You all know that one. Oh God, I'm stuck. Come on, give me that name. His name. The romantic guy. Oh. Anyhow, we all know that. So, back to the relationships. They're interesting. There is this book called Taxi Driver Wisdom that said, like, a guy knows in the first minute or two, like, why it probably isn't going to work out in a relationship, but you overlook it because you get hooked in and you overlook it, and it's like, what the hell? But then does it come back to bite you, because what you saw doesn't really go away, but you just don't see it for a while? And somebody said love is blind. Somebody else said love is not blind. Love sees all, but doesn't make a hissy fit out of it, I guess. There was another one, but in between the two that I had just told you, that third one just went lost my mind again. Have an echo in there. It's so nice. Somebody told me the other day, it's so nice when you get Alzheimer's, because you get to meet new people every day. Bada boom. Okay. The relationships. Relationship. In relationship. See, the Buddhists don't really go for those relationships, but occasionally they do. We have this whole love relationship concept, which is relatively new-ish, love-ish. So what? I don't know. I don't have the answers. But it's a question you must love. The question. Love the question. And that's what I shall leave on. Thank you for listening, watching, putting up with me. This is Michael Weiner, Inside My Mind. Take care.